Yo, I'm super excited today. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm going to change my background eventually. I don't like all this in the background, but today I'm going over chapter 9 on the book on Thinking Big, and I know you're going to love it. You know why? Because I love it, and I'm going to be enthusiastic about it. You know why? The chapter that I'm talking about today is such a instrumental chapter in our life, and it can help us all in our day-to-day life. And what it ensues is thinking right towards people. We gotta continue to think right about people, man. We can't go around thinking negative about people, man. And this is an issue for me, real big for me. So this is speaking directly to me. But anyway, let's get it rocking. Think right towards people. Okay. About to go over all my highlighted material and probably highlight more. Let me make sure I got my marker on me. Okay. Anyways, I'm getting a total of 0 views so far, so I'm not too worried about it. Not yet, right? But here we go. Here we go. Here is the basic rule for winning success. Let's mark it in the mind and remember it. The rule is success depends on the support of other people. The only hurdle between you and what you want, let me rephrase that. The only hurdle between you and what you want to be is the support of others. Here we go. A chain store magnet got to be a chain store magnet because employees accepted his leadership and consumers accepted his merchandising program. But today, remember, a person either supports you willingly or he doesn't support you at all. Okay, let's see. Now it's time to ask. Granted, I depend on others in order to achieve the success I want, but what must I do to get the people to support me and accept my leadership? Hello. The answer wrapped up in one phrase is think right towards people. Think right towards people and they will like and support you. Now here is an exceptionally important observation. In at least 9 cases out of 10, the likability factor is the first thing mentioned. And in an overwhelmingly large number of cases, the likability factor is given far more weight than the technical factor in terms of picking somebody for a position in a job. Managers are looking for somebody in a likability factor because if they don't like so and so, he's not going to get this position. If they don't think Miss so and so is a likable person, she's probably not going to get the position. We are lifted higher. We are lifted to higher levels by those who know us as likable, personable individuals. Every friend you make lifts you just one notch higher. And being likable makes you easier and lighter to lift. Successful people follow a plan for liking people. Do you? And these next 10 things I'm about to read are from President Lyndon Johnson. These are the things he would carry around in his wallet, and this is how he would read this every single day, his rules. He would casually look it over, This is his direct words. Here it is. Number 1, learn to remember names. Inefficiency at this point may indicate that your interest is not sufficiently outgoing. Number 2, be a comfortable person so there is no strain in being with you. Be an old shoe, an old hat kind of individual. Number 3, acquire the quality of relaxed, easy going so that things do not ruffle you. Number 4, don't be egotistical. Guard against the impression that you know it all. Don't be a know it all. Number 5, cultivate the quality of being interesting so people will get something of value from their association with you. Go read a book on creativity. Go read Thinker Toys. Go read nonfiction. Go read fiction. Go do something different. Go explore a new group. Number 6. So all of these things, actually, let me say this first. I'm actually communicating with myself. And I say this as in the process of, and I say this as my intuition says, because all of these things I'm still learning myself. I'm 30 years old. Yeah, I'm bald as shit, but hey, I'm still 30 years old. I'm a young man. But here we go. Number 6, study to get the scratchy elements out of your personality, even those of which you may be unconscious. Ask people what they think about you. Ask people the qualities that you may lack. Ask people your good qualities. Maybe a stranger, maybe not necessarily your close family. Ask somebody that will give you an unbiased opinion. Number 7, sincerely accept to heal on an honest Christian basis. Every misunderstanding you have had or now have, drain off your grievances. Okay, I didn't understand that, but let me read it again. Sincerely attempt to heal on an honest Christian basis. Every misunderstanding you have had or have now, drain off your grievances. Look for the problems in here, the issues, and move towards your goals. Continue to move towards your goals. This is a huge factor in life. Continue to move towards the things that are going to progress you and give you energy in life. And hopefully that darkness just breaks off you. I pray that in the name of Jesus. I hope that you can remove all these vices, because you need a purpose, you need a vision, young man, young sir. I would say young lady, but I'm not sure. I know as a man, you have to have a purpose and mission in order to keep that light and that fire and that life in your body so bright. Let's go. And let's go to number 8. Practice liking people until you learn to do so genuinely. Number 9, never miss an opportunity to say a word of congratulation upon anyone's achievement, or express sympathy in sorrow or disappointment. Be that guy that tells everybody, yo, you're doing great. Be that guy that says, yo, man, I'm proud of you. Be that man, be that lady that says, yo, I know you're trying your best. Stay at it. Be that person. Number 10, give spiritual strength to people, and they will give you genuine affection. Give spiritual strength to people, and they will give genuine affection to you. In Jesus' name. What? That's good stuff right there, right? Okay, on to the next page. Take the initiative in building friendships. Leaders always do. Don't be sitting back. You got to be the one that takes initiative. Don't expect somebody to talk to you. Don't expect somebody to spark up a conversation. Don't expect other people to take. You have to take control of your life. Actually, it's a mark of real leadership to take the lead in getting to know people. The next time you are in a large group, observe something very significant. The most important person present is the one person most active in introducing himself. Wow. It's always a big person who walks up to you, offers his hand, and says, "Hello, I'm Jack R." Digest this observation for a moment, and you'll discover the reason the fellow is important is that he works at building friendships. He knows he's important. He knows other people are important, and he works at building his friendships and his network. When you make a pleasant remark to a stranger, you make him feel 1 degree better. This makes you feel better and helps you relax. Every time you say something pleasant to another person, you compensate yourself. It's like warming up your automobile on a cold morning. And that is a good word right there. This is good. This is real good right here. Here are 6 ways to win friends by exercising just a little initiative. 1. Introduce yourself to others at every possible opportunity. At parties, meetings, on airplanes, at work, everywhere. Number 2, be sure the other person gets your name straight. Number 3, be sure you can pronounce the other person's name the way he pronounces it. Number 4, write down the other person's name and be mighty sure you have it spelled correctly. People have a fetish about the correct spelling of their own names. If possible, get the address and phone number also. get his or her phone address and phone number if possible. Number 5, drop a personal note or take a phone call to make new friends you feel you want to know better. Reading. This is an important point. Most successful people follow through on new friends with a letter or a phone call. Number 6, and last but not least, say pleasant things to strangers. It warms you up and gets you ready for the task ahead. Take the initiative. Be like the successful. Go out of your way to meet people. And don't be timid. Don't be afraid to be unusual. Find out who the other person is and be sure he knows who you are. So, a couple of things that have helped me in this area from like not being timid and not being fearful is the fact that you are like a background in other people's lives. Only you are the main character in your life. So, everybody at the gym, you think they're judging you, or everybody at the mall, you think they're judging you. You're just a backdrop. You're walking through their life, bro. You're not going to be a huge part of their life unless you, of course, take the initiative and do that. But even if you're in the gym, dancing, shimmying, or, lifting 500 pounds, they're only going to see you for that moment, and they're going to be forgetting about you the next. So, in reality, it's like we're so egotistical to think that other people are judging us so often. We shouldn't have these fears about other people judging us so often. And it's like a status thing in the mind. But anyways, let's go to the next area. Number 1, recognize the fact that no person is perfect. Number 2, recognize the fact that the other fellow has a right to be different, and never play God about anything. Number 3, don't be a reformer. Live and let live. So I love doing these chapter reviews and all that. I love communicating these things because it helps me understand the topic even more. And the best way to learn is to teach. So these things that I'm teaching, these things that I'm speaking out are just reiterating and just recalibrating my mind and just basically compounding everything that I already understand even better, because teaching is ultimately the best way to learn. And it took me a long time to understand all this, but I put in the time, and it's time for me to give it back. That's what it's all about. I want to give back. I want to help people. I want to excite the next generation. I want to give people a hunger and thirst for knowledge, and that's what it's all about, really. Anyway, I love you. Like, subscribe, share, whatever it is. And maybe there's 0 views on this, but what about 10 years from now? I need to have a 10-year vision. Keep that vision in front of you. Support comes when results happen. So one day, all of the doubters and naysayers will be by the wayside, because you're going to have a beautiful business, a beautiful family, a beautiful life that is genuinely, that your work is going to be genuine and decent, that allows you to be excited and give you energy on a day in, day out basis. That's what I love to do. I love to teach. Anyways, love you all. You know it. Peace out. Castleman's out, brother, sister.